Hi, my name is Ricky. Thank you for tuning in. And today we're going to talk about how not to blame the other people for your own mistake. And what's your name?
Daniel.
And this is with the Bentleys. Yeah?
Yes.
So how not to blame the other people about your own mistake. But some people will say, oh yeah, actually, some people might come up with excuses about their mistakes, or like they try to get away with it's all right to blame the other people, right? If you advise people not to blame the others for their own mistake, but they can try to make excuses to make it all right, to justify it's okay to blame the other people.
Right. But what if you're a serial killer?
Serial killer.
Yeah,
Then they will say what they will say.
Well, you're abused as a child. Yeah.
Yeah.
You grow up, you murder about 17, 25 people, right?
Yeah.
Get put in jail.
Yeah.
Can you blame your parents for that?
Well, partially, yeah.
In what way?
Because the parents on early age, they are responsible to help the children to build the right the correct mindset that is going to be suitable for the society, isn't it?
Yeah, but this is the thing though, it's like it's funny how people who they get raised up in their family, they do terribly when they're a kid, then they do really well when they get older. Is the parent responsible for that, even though they were raised terribly?
No,
Are they responsible for their kid's success?
No.
So who's responsible for the kid committing murders?
Themselves.
At what point do they change from being a kid to an adult?
The legal age is 18, isn't it?
Right, but you're saying, we're talking about, like, let's say this serial killer is 45 years old.
45
years, and he's
yeah.
gone round killing people.
Yeah.
Who's responsible for that?
Himself. Kind of his parents, partially as well.
So how can you blame his parents if he's responsible?
Because he used to be really young, that he didn't know what is right and wrong.
Right, he's not really young anymore.
No, but his parents scarred him for life emotionally.
Yeah, whose responsibility is it to get over the emotional scarring?
Himself. But it still depends on the circumstances come up. Like,
you can't blame your parents. You can't blame anyone for any of your mistakes.
Actually,
you have to accept sole responsibility.
Right? Today
Can you just turn up the headphones just a bit, James? Just so I can hear myself clearer. Yeah, go on.
Today I've read on one of website, one woman, she's actually asking for help, that she suffered from sexual abuse from her own father.
Okay.
When she is 15, and on a few occasions all the way till she's about 20 years old.
Right.
And not just sexual abuse. Her dad used to be like really angry, certainly to beat her up as well.
Yeah.
Right. Then now she's married, and she's disassociate herself from her father already.
Understandably so.
And she find that when she get angry, she's out of control. Then she even beat her own children the same way.
Yep.
Then I actually replied. I said,
can she blame her dad for beating that kid?
Yeah.
No, she can't.
Yeah, that's what she's trying to say.
She's trying to, but she's trying to shift off the blame from herself to someone else.
Yeah. Yeah.
Once you become in control of your own faculties, it's your own responsibility. Mm-hmm. And I'm not going to have anyone tell me otherwise. Otherwise, you'd never be responsible for your own actions.
Yeah.
Your parents would always be responsible for your own actions.
Yeah.
You don't see 30-year-old people, the parents getting sent to jail. Because somebody commits a murder. So let's say I go commit a murder tomorrow, blame my parents for it, my parents get put in jail. No, that's not how it works. That's not how the legal system works. Why doesn't the legal system work like that? Because that's not how it works, isn't it?
You represent yourself.
You represent yourself at any point where you become in control of your own faculties and your own decisions. Yeah, that's why kids, even little kids, get put in jail. Look at those Jamie Bulger kids. You know, Jamie Bulger, wasn't Jamie Bulger who got murdered? James.
Who is that? Don't know.
The Jamie Bulger who got murdered by those two kids, where they led, he was like 4.
Right.
And these like 8 and 9-year-old kids, they led him to the train station, beat him up, and threw him in front of the train. Killed him.
Oh my God.
And they've been in jail ever since. And people want to murder them and everything. They went under witness protection. And those kids got put in jail. Why? The parents didn't get put in jail.
Because
they were in control.
Their own action.
They went without their parents and did it and killed a smaller boy. Yeah, you're responsible for your own actions, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. It's not true. That's why we all hold ourselves accountable to God, because we're all accountable to God for our own actions. You can't blame anybody else. There may be a cause, there may be a reason, but you can't blame them.
You're responsible for your own actions.
Responsible for your own actions.
But the thing is, now we go back to like relationship-wise, a lot of relationship that is failing, and the husband would blame the wife. Not a supportive wife, not respectful.
You can always blame. Everyone blames everyone, and that's why we're doing this video.
Yeah.
Because everyone blames everybody else.
Yeah.
The Americans go to war, they blame Iraq.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I mean? It's like constant blaming it. Oh, we're doing this because they did this, and because they did this, that means we're justified to do this. You're just blaming the other person.
Mm-hmm.
You should never blame anybody else for your own actions. At the end of the day, if your actions are inexcusable, you can't blame anybody else for that. In my opinion, but I believe that to be fact.
But I really think a lot of people don't realize that they can't blame the others. They think, all right, like they in their mind, the setting of themselves is perfect.
Exactly, yeah. This is the thing.
They don't realize.
Exactly, you're exactly right on that.
They don't realize that they can make mistakes as well. But in our day, we're all human beings.
They do realize they can make mistakes.
Yeah.
Right, but they don't want to admit to it, so they blame other people.
So are they fooling themselves as well?
They are fooling themselves. Exactly what they're doing, Ricky. You've hit the nail on the head there.
Yeah.
That's
so
exactly
if you are fooling yourself, I recommend you wake up, because that's not going to get you anywhere in life, and that's not going to help you to build any relationship with anybody.
Exactly.
Don't you think?
Exactly. If your relationship is failing and you're blaming your partner for it,
your children,
you're the reason it's failing. You are the reason it's failing. Because your own actions are in control of yourself. You are the
source, the cause.
You're the cause. You're the painter to your life.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you choose to let God help you in your life, then so be it. If not, you're in control of your own life. You're in control of your own, destiny, could you say? You know, like your future to come. Your actions directly affect your future. Yeah?
Yeah.
And if you start blaming other people for the reason why you're doing such and such.
Yeah.
Oh, I only raped her because I was raped as a kid. Well, that's not true, actually. You were raped as a kid. Fact. You raped someone else. Fact. They're two separate things, you know.
Yeah.
Just because they have a link doesn't mean that you've got an excuse to do the other one.
Yeah. Scientifically, right?
Yes.
When people looking at themselves in the mirror, they find themselves 40% more attractive than what they really are. Now, I don't know if I look at myself thinking, like I'm actually 40%. But I do accept how I look on the video.
I look in the mirror. I give myself a 6. Yeah, I give myself a 6. I think I can qualify for a 6.
Right.
Slightly above average. And the reason I say slightly is because average height is what? 5'9"?
I don't know.
I don't know. It varies from country to country. So I'd say average height is 5'9" and I'm 6'2". So I'd say based on that, I'd say I give myself a 6. Yeah. But like, I'm not exceptionally handsome in any way at all. I wouldn't say my hair, my eyes, my skin, you know, my way of being or anything like that is exceptionally attractive. Yeah. So I look at myself in the mirror from a very factual basis. Do you see what I mean? At the moment, I've recently been leveling myself like a 3 because I've been looking in the mirror and I've been seeing the podge coming out of the side. Do you know what podge is?
3. That's decreased significantly because you put on a few kilos of weight.
Well, no one's a 10.
Yeah.
No one's a 10. It's impossible to be 10. How can you be a 10?
Hey,
how can anyone be a 10?
That's so not 9, my point.
Let's say 9 is like the highest you can be, right? And then 8 is like pretty good looking.
Right.
And then 7 is like, that's attractive.
Right.
And then 6 is like, you're just above average. And then 7, obviously 5 is average. 4 is not so good. 3 is unattractive. 2 is hella ugly.
Yeah.
And then I think... then I don't think you can really get a 1 either. I don't think you can get a 1 or a 10. The scales really were kind of 2 to 8.
Right, okay.
2 to 9. So there you go, guys. You've learned plenty today. Not only have you learned about being good looking or ugly, yeah, and you've learned my scales on that, but you've also learned how not to
blame the others.
Blame
but
the others for your mistakes.
Over that 40% better looking is you think you are better than you. We all do. I'm not just saying you. When I say you, it's like us.
A lot of people think they're better than they really are.
Yeah. So you
got to... Is what she's trying to say, viewers.
Yeah. What you got to really recognize what kind of person you are inside as well.
Inside's most important. Let's just be clear about that.
So we can work on it.
Let's be clear about it. Inside's more important than outside. That's why you'll find a lot of ugly people are very nice.
That's very nice, that comment.
Yeah, because good-looking people get treated nicer. Yeah. So therefore, they don't need to develop their personality as much. Ugly people get treated worse, so they need to develop their personality more. And you'll find ugly people are actually really nice. And pretty people are usually dead mean and horrible and standoffish and think they're better than other people. You know, you'll find that. Obviously, that varies, but I'm just saying as a general thing, you'll find that.
Right.
You go and find a fat person, and you'll be best buds for life. Honestly.
One of my best friend, he is really fat.
Well, there you go.
But he doesn't really mind though.
Proven.
Okay, guys, thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe.
Toodaloo.
And we'll talk to you next time.
Bye-bye.